today's topic of discussion is women of value. Now, unfortunately, many men in today's society do not know what a woman of value is. They are picking promiscuous women, they're picking women who are effectively taking all their assets from them, taking them to the family court system, rinsing them of all their money, all their time, all of their energy. And the problem is they do not know what a clear woman of value is. So when you know what a woman of value is, you're going to be picking and selecting women who are actually good quality rather than promiscuous women. So the first point is deen. Now, a woman who is of virtue and she's somebody of value, she has good deen. So that means that this woman here is a practicing Muslimah who prays 5 times a day. She keeps her fast. She strives towards becoming a better individual each and every single day. And she's somebody who prioritizes deen over everything else. So she's always learning about the deen. She's always interested in learning new bits and pieces. And she's somebody who is open-minded to things that she doesn't know. So that's really important. So her deen needs to be to a good standard. So if, for example, you as a man, you are providing, you're protecting, you're somebody who's working on your mission and working on your purpose, you need somebody who matches your deen or is similar level to your deen. If you do not pick a woman who's not on a similar level of deen, so if you're praying 5 times a day and she's somebody who doesn't pray, then you're making a fundamental big mistake in potentially marrying her, because that would create problems later on down the line when it comes to having children. Because when they look at, when children grow up, they look at the mum and the dad. Now, both of them need to be good role models. If the mum is not a good role model and she's spending a large amount of time with the children, that's going to have a negative impact on the children. Second point is modesty. Now, a woman who values herself, she's going to be always dressing modestly. A woman who's promiscuous and a woman who is constantly revealing herself to other men in society, she is very insecure. She's looking for validation. She's looking for attention. She's somebody who sees her body as something which is an object. She doesn't value herself in the sense of, if she really valued herself, she would not objectify herself. She'd be prioritizing dressing modestly, because she knows that the energy and then the value that she brings to the table, she doesn't need to objectify herself and reveal herself to other men. So that's really important. So with the modesty part of it, so she needs to be wearing like hijab, modest clothing, and she needs to be constantly sticking to that standard. Next point is family. Now, she needs to be family orientated, where her goals and objectives for future need to be having children, complementing your life. So where you're the provider, you're somebody who's doing all your duties as a man. She needs to be prioritizing the family side of it, where she says to you, I'm happy to take care of the children, and as long as you're providing as a husband and as long as you're fulfilling all your duties, she's going to prioritize looking after the children and supporting the husband. Next point is she's somebody who's got a clean past. Now, there's many women today, especially from school ages, so they start off in secondary school, they'll start to have like boyfriends, they'll start to be going out and about, they'll do all types of craziness, having all types of promiscuous situations with men. And those kind of women there, they start off young and they go in secondary school, and then they go into college, sixth form, and then the university, and so it just gets worse and worse and worse. So you want a woman who's got a clean past, where she's got pretty much little to none of that, and she's constantly working on herself, and she stays away from all promiscuous activities. Next point after that is She's somebody who is submissive, caring, loving, and feminine. So these are good qualities within a woman. Now, any woman who doesn't have these 4 qualities, it's going to be very difficult to have a relationship with her. So when it comes to the submissive side of it, a masculine man who is masculine at all times, when a woman comes and speaks to him, she's naturally going to be in a feminine state. Reason being is because masculine men, there's an assertive dominance about them, and then women fall in their natural femininity. When a man is feminine and he's emasculated, a woman is going to be more masculine. And this is what the problem is. And that's why you see a lot of today's society, a lot of masculine women, because the men of society are not masculine. That's what the problem is. So she's caring, she's loving, she's feminine. So these are all feminine qualities which are really good for a wife. The next point after that is somebody who complements your life. Now, you as a man need to be complete, and you need to be working on your purpose and providing value to the world. Now, when a woman comes into your life, she complements your life. She's not changing your purpose. She's not taking you away from what you're doing and what your objectives are. She's somebody who comes along and complements the areas where you're lacking. So if you're working on your purpose, so let's say you're working on your business, some sort of online business, she comes along and she's a secretary. She's not coming along and managing it, and then you're just on the sidelines now. No, it doesn't work like that. She needs to be a secretary. You need to be leading her in that, and then that way there, she's even more going to be feminine that way there, because she knows that she's got a leader, a real masculine man who's telling her what the goals and objectives are, and he's leading all the interactions. So as a quick summary, you need to be looking at for deen, so a woman with a good amount of deen. So if you've got a high level of deen, you need somebody who's got a similar level of deen. Next point after that is modesty. So she needs to be wearing modest clothing, and she's not somebody who dresses promiscuously. So she can't be dressing like a sket. Next point after that is family. So she prioritizes family and children rather than career and money and experiences. She's somebody who's got a clean past, where she's got little to no bad experiences, and she's constantly improving herself. You've got after that the feminine qualities, so submissive, caring, loving, feminine. So these are all good qualities in a woman and in a wife. And then the next point after that is complements your life. So where she complements your life, she doesn't change your purpose, and she doesn't add to areas where you should be excelling as a man. You should be excelling in all arenas, and then she comes along and complements that. She shouldn't be coming along and changing up the whole vision and changing up the whole purpose. So that's women of value. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.